Hello everybody and welcome to this week's exciting episode of TTTV. We got a great show for you this week as always, so let's get to it. This has truly been the summer of gatherings, let me tell you about it. ATG started off with a bang and only 3 trickers died of ecstasy overdose, a new record for the bright country. MGO 11.5347X letter T had a great turnout this year with over 300 trickers attending. Unfortunately, you'll never be able to see the sampler as the Towels video prohibition still remains in full force. The freshly titled Weed LN is being held next week at Dave C's house. Notable attendees include Corey Brown, Dan Pitlock, Afro Man, and Cheech and Chong. So be sure to check that one out. Loop Kicks Camp this year has set its all-new low price of just $20,000 a day. Now, for those of you thinking this may be an unreasonable price, I've been told that a free t-shirt is being thrown in. So that's just something to think about. Debate has arisen over whether or not TT is going downhill. To comment on the matters, we have special guest panelist Ben Atkins. And Ben Atkins. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ben. You know, a lot of people keep saying today and day in, day out that TT is going downhill. Well, I agree. I think that TT is just, it's just not what it used to be. I mean, there's way too many, there's just gross stuff in the Publicus that no one needs to see. It's just taken away from the true spirit of what tricking is. No. See, what you're wrong is that TT has always been gross and disgusting. It's always been like this. It's never changed. I mean, people have been talking about this for the longest time ever. It's always gonna be like this. There's no changing of TT, you know? It's just a more rational place. No, you see, I don't think it's always been like that. A lot of people say that TT is always gonna be like this, but you know, I remember distinctly back in the day, it not being like this. No one was debating about this back
a little bit.
in 2009.
If you're too good for TT,
or 8 or 6 or 7.
Leave.
Okay?
There's plenty of other websites.
This is a new topic and a new issue
that don't have mine.
And I just think it's a fallacy to even bring it up.
Yeah, well, I think you're a faggot.
And that wraps up the time we have for our discussion today. In other news, fresh from his visit to the mainland, veteran sand tricker Eddie Wang was rushed to the hospital after acquiring a severe scorpion bite while stepping on a terraced landmine after tripping on a tarp. Best of lucks to you, Eddie Wang. The second anniversary of the Publicus Foundation was last Tuesday. Board members and founders alike all celebrated over a potluck dinner and a midnight molestation. Widespread controversy has erupted over the supposed New Testament to the tricking Bible. A new law has been passed to make it illegal to sell or read such materials. For a look on the New Testament and other works talked about on our show, check out the BitTorrent page on our main site. Having finally made it into the semi-final quarterfinals of One Click to Fame, veteran tricker Monks has recently landed the triple cork, declaring once and for all that the triple cork is now the double cork. And that about wraps it up for this week's exciting episode of TTTV. Stay tuned next week when we interview the newest member of the Triple ABCD Club, Brickers. Have a good night.